You are listening to Hott 107.5. The time is now 9:23, and like I told folks earlier this morning, I'm so excited to share the studio and to share this space with someone that I know is definitely on. I feel like you're on your way to becoming a national hero. Please help me. Yes, definitely. Please help me welcome the director of Noire Theatre Company, Miss Patricia Pugson Nesbitt, here on the program this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, and I hope every young person comes to me with your gusto when we get together to do this thing.
I know.
So good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
I'm happy that you're here. I'm excited to talk about all things Noire Theatre. I'm excited to talk about what's happening. I mean, I did study theatre at York University, so I'm 100%. Yes.
Stand up, take a bow. That's what I tell my children.
Yes. But I don't know if you remember, but one of my first introductions, and I was waiting on air to share this with you, but I remember when I was making the decision to go away to York University, you were actually working on Pastor, Will You Marry Me, Please? And I was one of your props people in the back that was making sure that things were happening. Yes. And we were working on that production, and that was right before my audition for York University. So like, I remember working on that show with you. Yes. At, yes, with, who was the star of it? There was a lot of
Darren Woods.
Darren Woods.
Yes. 100%. Every time I come in here, I'm like, wow.
Yeah. So I remember that, and I remember working on that and like really getting a taste for what it feels like to be a part of theater, and most importantly, like noir theater, as you stated it, because when I went away to Toronto, that's when I got in contact with Obsidian, which is also another theater company that's really great, and I was on my way, and now I'm here across from you talking about Noire Theatre Company and saying, let's get the next generation of little ones in to come and be under you. So I'm just saying that I'm a living testament to the work that you've done, to the work that you've done for this island and for so many youth that you might not have the whole recollection of what this looks like. But these programs and camps like this and spaces like this are incredibly important to the sustainability of our future, to the ability to allow folks the confidence and self-expression of what it takes to go on to be global leaders. And I just wanted to say thank you so much. Like face to face, I just wanted to say thank you.
Thank you too.
Yeah,
I did not know.
Good
morning,
yeah. So I wanted to make sure to share that with you as we get ready to talk about something that, like when I told you I was excited, that is why, because I remember being one of these kids saying to mommy, like, this is something that I feel like I really want to do. And now there's an opportunity for you to do that. So let's jump right into what's happening. So I know that the Noire Theatre has a bunch of workshops coming up. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Okay, so first of all, I want to give thanks to the Bermuda Arts Council, because they're one of our sponsors. I hope I get more.
Hint, hint, hint.
They have actually given me an award this year. I have just been given the Lifetime Achievement Award for 50 years of theater in Bermuda, and I'm not old.
You don't look like it. Not at all. Not at all.
You know, and so I want to thank them for coming on board for this. I also want to thank the Bermuda Youth Library for keeping me connected to young people who write and allowing us to use the space to come in there and do some work. You know. Okay, so the name of the workshop is Voice. That's the name of the workshop. It is Voice. I'm asking every parent, every person listening, every young person that's out there that may not hear this, but you know, as you see the advertisements or you hear the advertisement on Hott, I want you to take a listen and see what we have to offer. So Noire is offering young people between the ages of 9 and 19 to actually come into this workshop space at the library. And I also want to thank the Bermuda Union of Teachers because they're offering us their boardroom as well to do rehearsals, right?
Epic.
And so we're going to start on Saturday coming, June the 3rd. This is what you have to do. Send me an email. Go to the Instagram page, and like you said, three lines down.
Yes, three rows down on the left-hand side.
You will see the ad, the brochure.
Yes.
All right, and it's going to tell you everything that you need to know at this point in time. In the information corner, you will see our information.
Yeah.
And it tells you, you know, you send us an email to Noire noiretheatercompany@gmail.com.
And that's NOIRE. THEARTRE, because a lot of times people spell theater
With the ER.
Is the ER, yeah.
Yes. And my telephone number is there, 703.
They can check that for the who's listed, Miss Nesbitt.
It's all right, 6248.
Okay.
I am blessed and covered by
right.
my God. Yes.
Say it again.
I am blessed and covered by my God.
Absolutely.
And so we're going to start with auditions on Saturday, and the auditions begin at 10. Mm-hmm. And this is what I want everybody to know. You can't just show up at the door. I want you to book your audition time so that we have time with you, Miss Parent, and your young person. This is just a time just for you. So when you call and when you ask for an application form, you'll get a form that has time slots on it.
Okay.
When you send your form, the times that have already been designated, I'm going to tell you these times are not available. All right?
Okay.
So you're going to take the time that you want to come and share. And I want to say it's an audition, yes, but do not be afraid of that word. I need to know what your young person is bringing to the table. All right. So this is letting me know, what do you already know? What can you already do? And where are you willing to go? Because we're talking about performance. And when we're talking about performance, that means the whole entire island has the possibility to come and look at you. And I want you to be as perfect and ready. So we're going to take you from where you are to where you can go.
100%.
We're going to take you from the page to the stage. So after your audition on Saturday, you're going to get a note. It's called a callback to say that you were successful with your audition. And then there are some other things that's going to happen. For the month of June, you will be preparing. A month of June, there is no cost for you to spend time with me during the month of June. It's not in a space. We're going to do Zoom. If you want to meet me personally, we can actually do that. But I want young people to show me what can they write. Or if you're not good at writing, you can do storytelling and send your info to Noire Youth Theatre Company. And just, show us what you can do. I want to know, can you speak? Can you write? Are you bold? And if you're not bold, you're a little bit shy, that's okay. I want to say that's okay. But if you have a desire in your heart, who is anybody to tell you you can't be what you want to be? All right. Yeah. So we have to hold your hand and get you there.
And I think another good thing to remember about this, because right now we're in the age of TikTok and Instagram and YouTube and all these immediate things. And one of the biggest things that I always talk about is foundations and how important it is to have a foundation in some sort of creative art. So when you're standing in front of this camera and you're thinking of content and you're thinking of things to say and how to say it, that's all a part of this process.
Exactly.
So if you have a little one that's already starting that, wants you to get the TikTok, wants you to get the YouTube and the cameras out, this is a great time to actually look at what it is you're actually creating.
Yes.
And the foundation would be to come in, sign up for one of these slots so you can have this really valuable time with the practitioner of what this could look like.
Right. So practitioners. All right. I just want to talk about who's on our team at the moment, and it seems to be growing and changing. Rajay Dembrook is a teacher at Impact Academy, but Rajay was one of my roadshow kids. I had him when he was 8. He went off to RADA, Royal Academy of Dramatic Arts. He became this phenomenal opera singer, a phenomenal actor. If you went to, I think he was in Troika's Color Purple. That's what I do remember. The Bermuda Festivals hires him for a lot of things.
All the time,
and it was my hot desire that he actually came and joined Cedar Bridge Academy staff. It didn't work out, but he's at Impact Academy with the young man.
And doing amazing stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he's going to be working with me. I want to shout out to Bim Batamosi, who was supposed to be working with us, but he has a problem with his arm, and he's actually getting ready to go for surgery. So that's not going to happen. I just want to say thank you for your offer. He's a mean music producer. And then we have Joy Barnum.
The one and only.
The one and only Joy Barnum, who's going to be doing some vocal workshops. And after Joy, I have Candace Farber.
Yeah.
So Candace's first show was actually with me. We brought in two international stars, gospel stars. One's name was Wes Morgan. You might have heard about him. He's done a lot of work with Tyler Perry.
Yeah. Okay.
And then we did.
I feel like I see his
what
face.
was his name? I can't think. He has this Christmas song, and I remember he was brought in as a gift to me by the late Leroy Simmons, who was the president of the Bermuda Entertainment Union. Daryl. I can't think of his name, but he has this Christmas song that I always used to sing, and he came and he did a set with us over at Heritage Worship Center.
Wow!
And Candace was in that show, and I remember her being so excited about being in it. She said, "Tell me what to do with my body. I can sing, but you got to tell me, what I can do." And look at her now. She is a West End London actress, and she's also studying to come back to Bermuda so that she can be a musical theater teacher.
Swag.
So we want to help her with her journey and give her an opportunity to just come. Okay, you come, you teach, and there we go.
100%.
I want to shout out to all the other people, and I won't call their names, that have actually come to me and said, listen, I want to help you. What can I do? One person has offered an etiquette workshop. Somebody else has said, can I just come and work with you? Like, I want to shadow you. And she is a substitute teacher.
Nice.
And so I'm saying, yes, the help is coming. And I am open. If you feel like this is something you might want to do, fine. So the children, when they come, if you're a storyteller and you want to tell stories, come. If you are, I'm looking for youth DJs, Ryan Williams. Oh, I didn't talk about Ryan. Ryan Williams, Bermuda's first Grammy Award nominee for producing, is actually working with us. But we're looking for youth DJs, and he found somebody, I believe the young person as
DJ Sly? DJ Young Sly? Yes.
I'm hearing that he's coming, and I can't wait to meet him.
Yeah.
If you dance, if you sing, if you already been an actress, if you just have an interest, if you're good at organizing, if you like fashion, I don't care. You come and say you want to be a part, but show me something on Saturday, The other thing is, let's look at what the summer's looking like. So from the 27th, the final show is on the 28th and 29th of July. Yes, parents, yes, children, if you're coming, you have to be available. You cannot say, well, I can only come this week because I have to go somewhere else the next week. No, we're doing production and all hands are on deck.
Yes, right? And productions take some time.
Yes, and this is your job, and you are new at this, and you want to be perfect.
Yeah.
Mrs. Nesbitt only goes for perfection. If it is not perfect, I don't want to do it.
Okay.
All right.
I know that's right. On period.
People say things are not perfect. It's perfect when you make it perfect.
Okay.
And you do everything to make it perfect.
All right.
Anything else that happens outside of that is not on you. Because you get your perfection.
Exactly. You cross your T's and you dotted your I's.
So that's the dates of the production. It is at City Hall, Earl Cameron Theatre. All right, and this is the lead up. So the week of the 24th of July, I want summer day camps to come and see what our young people have done, right? I'm looking at doing it at City Hall Theatre. So you come into the theater. If it doesn't happen there, it'll happen at the Bermuda Library. The problem with the library is that it only takes 35. You can only have 35 people in this room. So that's why I'm looking for a different space. Anyway, let's pray. We're going to get City Hall Theater.
Definitely.
Actually, it's already booked.
So,
City Hall Theater from 10 in the morning to 12 from the 24th to the 27th.
And these are the production dates.
Yeah, this is production dates.
Okay.
Young people and this is what summer day camp organizes. If you're looking for something for your young people to do that week in the morning, you can come and experience theater yourself. Wow. So we're going to have some audience participation. We'll do snippets of the show where the children get to get their feet wet in front of an audience, right? You're coming. Audience participation means you're going to get involved in something that we're going to do.
Have some fun. Yes.
We'll have some paraphernalia on sale outside, or at least for you to peruse, whether it be T-shirts, bags, journals, right? And then you go and then you tell everybody that this is so phenomenal that show is going to be packed out. The last day of the summer day camp coming to be able to see the production, that evening at 6 o'clock, we have an event for your children, parents and young people. We have an event. It's a red carpet event. I want these children to walk the red carpet just like the stars.
Oh, wow, that's so cool.
It's on the steps of City Hall. I think that it's going to be sunshine. And people are going to be driving by and say, what's going on up there?
Of course, yes.
Little children. And the DJs are going to spin while this is going on.
I love that. I want to have food. That.
I want to have drinks. Some maybe we have a Noire Youth Theater drink that people can enjoy. And the patrons can come out, people that are supporting us can come out and watch what's about to happen those nights at the theater, right? And then at the end of it all, I do want to have something very special on the Sunday where we go to a beach and Noire does bonfires at the end of the summer. So maybe have a bonfire celebration and we just, big up the children and say, you know what, you're phenomenal.
Wow.
I'm going to take it a step further. So we have another event in November that I'm actually preparing for. So people that are performing in this will have an opportunity to play a bigger international event in November. All right. November the 4th is the actual date, but I'm not going to talk about that today.
Yeah.
So, we want to keep going and going and going. At the end of this, it is my desire that the young people that participate love this so much that they will want to become members of the Noire Youth Theater Company. That's what this is about. And we want to keep it going. Succession planning for this island is very
important. Yes. So and the price is $150 a week.
Yes.
Which is a great base for what it is that you're giving. You're going to be talking about writing, storytelling, play, devisement.
Yes.
Music, singing, dance, directing, all the great things.
Yes.
Public relations.
Yes.
For ages between 9 and 19. And if you would like to learn more, it's about going on Noire Theatre, NOIRETHEATRE. Okay, to learn a bit more, and you can find that on all their socials. But yeah, you was gonna add more. I just wanted to make sure that folks that were keeping the dates in mind. Yeah.
Two things. I want to say that Hott 107.5 is going to be very integral in this, because I'm talking to Ryan about the children coming here and having a Hott 107.5, the experience in here. I just want them to come. Know what it looks like to do broadcasting, what it sounds like to do broadcasting, so that when they get to present themselves,
interesting.
When we do interviews about what's happening as we go on and their experience, I want them to be able to sit at this mic and talk.
Wow.
And talk well and speak with confidence. Like they've rehearsed it and they know what it looks like, and so they know what they're doing. Because it's all about the preparation. I also want to shout out to Nikisha Holdip at the Department of Education. We just came out of a writer's workshop for children at this organization called The Rock. It came out of Gibraltar, and this weekend was the finale. It was a competition. We did have a winner from Bermuda, and I'm so sorry, I don't remember the young lady's name because I don't know her. But, it was great to be able to Zoom all the children that presented. We had 15 young writers from Bermuda who presented. So we had a winner. And the thing is, I've asked this group, it's a creative writers club, to be able to share their stories, so that the children that are coming in, if they want to, we want to share that this is what your peers have been doing. Can we write on this level? Can we create a play on this, or a short story or something on this level? We're going from page to stage, and it is what you create. And the thing that we're going to use for a stimulus is Anansi stories. A lot of people may not know Anansi, but Anansi was a trickster spider. And I wanted them to
love that's what.
Like Anansi?
Yes, that was one of the first. I wouldn't say the first African folklores that my mom bought me in text. I remember reading it and seeing the illustration. Yeah, she was mommy was on it. Like when it came to stuff like that, my mom and on it 100%. I had a bunch of them with the full illustrations and everything.
Yes.
So my first one that I remember was Anansi, and that whole story about what it looked like, the rant, all of that. I don't want to give too much away, but it was one of my first African folklores that has stuck, or even now at my big age.
Well, God bless your mom.
Right?
So it's that I want to look at. And I've also made a list of youth movies that I want them to key into, because it's not just about the stage. It's also about being in front of the camera. The digital era and all that. You talked about TikTok. I want them to know how to present themselves. And if you go online, everyone, on the Instagram page, I don't know how many rows down it is, but we have... a television show that we created last year. Is this it? Yes. It's a television show. It's called Loud Souls. And you can look and see what those teens actually created. They created some monologues. It's supposed to be a book, but COVID was kind of weird. And we haven't created the book. But I said, let me give them something that they can carry right now. So, you can go on. It's the second row down.
You're getting it.
Yes. And you can actually play and listen, to the types of things those young people did. And my final note is, it says we're at the library in July from 9 to 3, beginning on July the 3rd. If you cannot make 9 to 3 because you're working and you're an older teen, actually, still apply to audition, because I want to be able to work with you, because we may need older characters. You might have something else you want to do. I don't want you to be worried about the time.
Yeah, and production is vast.
Yes.
There's so many things to do in production that also gives you the flexibility to possibly come after work and see what that looks like.
Yes. So, we need people on props, costumes, makeup, and all of that sort of thing.
Light and sound, all of it. Yeah, because I try to make sure that when we talk about theater, for me, what theater represents is very much the amalgamation of all these different creatives coming together with one goal.
Yes.
And being able to have all those people in one spot and all those personalities and what that looks like, when it actually aligns, like you said, when it's perfection, it is a beautiful thing. So again, don't be discouraged. There's so many spaces spaces that you might be able to fit, but you won't know that unless you come and sit down and have a conversation on June 3rd.
Exactly.
And sign up for that so that you can have that space and time, not only as a parent, but also as a young one who is seeing what this theater world can give to you and how you can yourself find your voice within this space. Again, you're checking out Noire Theater. That's NOIRETHEATRE company at gmail.com to reserve your spot for June 13th. Again,
June
it's
3rd.
June 3rd.
This week Saturday.
Yes, this week Saturday, June 3rd for auditions. And then you want to make sure to follow them on Instagram. They're really good at keeping up with their social media so you can see what's going on. Again, a range of things that are going to be talked about and shared. And most importantly, just a place for you to find your community if you're looking for one that is based in coming together and being able to, again, find your voice, your talent, and your spacing. Thank you so much for being here. And 50 years in the game, girl. 50 years. 50 years.
Yes, yeah. And best music thing, I started when I was 13 and never looked back. I was 13.
And you still look 13. Wow. You know, the skin is skinning, okay?
God bless you. Thank you.
Have a good one. And you are listening to Hott 107.5. The time is now 9:44. Well, 9:45 is on its way on this Wednesday, May the 31st. Keep it locked.